Hi, this is Zach from Docusoft. Today I'm going to show you our document management solution. So I'm going to show you how to search for documents and what we can do with a document within the document management solution. So let's first go into search. So I'm on my cloud-based document management solution, Cloudfiler. I'm on the landing page in a browser with internet, fully cloud-based, and I just click on the search button and it'll take us into the search. Once we're into search, we've got a few different ways of looking at documents. So firstly, we've got our Explorer view down the left-hand side, which is a bit like your Windows filing. So you can break down from a folder, customers, and then I could break down to Hill Premier Accountants, and then the section, or as you may call folder and subfolder within that client. You'll only see two for him because I've only saved documents into two of the sections so far for him. So I could click on general correspondence and it will give me a list of the documents within general correspondence. So I've got the file name here, the item date, and more information about that document all the way along there. So that's one way of breaking down between documents. Another would be advanced search. So if I go on to advanced search, which is up here, the three dots, you can really break down to a single document from here via searching in a few different fields. So I could search the client. Let's say we look at Hill Premier. I could look at general correspondence for Hill Premier. I could look at the word tax in the file name, and I could do it within a date range. So if we look at, for instance, the last 3 months, I'd hit search and it'll bring up the documents that match all of that criteria. So we've got the description, there's tax in it, item dates within the last 3 months, and they'll both be in general correspondence under the section. So you can really get down to a certain document if you know what you're searching for. So I'm just going to refresh that back to looking at all the documents again. The other search we have is OCR search. So OCR search is in the same place as the advanced search, and this is searching within the document. So we are searching for specific words within a document. This works really well with all documents within the system. If they're Word, Excel, or email, it will find them straight away. And PDF, you can search within a PDF, but we don't index PDFs straight away as soon as they go in the system. They are completed overnight, so by the next day you'll be able to do a search on a PDF document. And the reason why we feel that this is okay, because if you were putting a PDF document into the system and then you think you've filed it wrong, you could do a search in the advanced search of item date today, and you'd be able to find that document very easily. So it's not normally until a couple of weeks down the line that you'd need that OCR search against a PDF document, and by then it will have been indexed for you. A reason why we don't index every minute of every day is because if you're putting a lot of documents into the system would run very slowly. So I'm going to search for a word within the document. Let's have a look at Brexit. And if I knew there was a word that I didn't want to be in the document, I could put it in this box as well. Then you hit the search and it will find every document that has the word Brexit in it. So if we have a look at a couple of these, we'll get a preview up. You can see Brexit's in that one. Let's go and have a look at one down here. Again, you can see Brexit is in this one as well. And let's have another look at a different document. Yeah, so you've got Brexit in every document there. So that's the OCR search, and you can see this is Word, email and Word for this one. And if I went to OCR search and searched a different word like payment, for instance, you'll see here I'll have found every document with the word payment in. You can see I've got PDFs here as well, and we're looking at a tax return, and I can see the word payment is there. If you wanted to search a document once you know it's got payment in it, but you wanted to find where payment was in it and you couldn't see it because it's a 10-page long document, you just need to launch that document up here and then Control F, and you can find the word then in that document. So they're the two main searches. Another way of searching that I like to use myself is I would change the view. So we're looking at pure data. So along the top here, you'll see we've got the view that I'm on now, where you've got the preview, the data of the document, and the Explorer view. And you could change it so that you've just got Explorer view and data, or data and preview, or you can have just pure data set up as well. If I'm in the pure data one, what I can do now is if I right click on a column, and I can filter row, and what this does, it will give me filter boxes where I can filter via section or a word, again a word within the file name. And so I could put, for instance, tax in this one, and they'll bring up anything that's in the section tax. And the same as I go along, and I can do 3 or 4 at the same time from here. Also, I can change things into a pivot chart. So if I go to group panel, you can drag a column up into this group panel and it will filter it via that column. So for instance, item date, and it'll filter them all via item date, and then you can drop down from each. And I could do the same with section and drop a section in up there as well. And then it'll filter via item date, then section. Just going to drag these back out again. And on any column, if you click on the column name, it will ascend and descend via that column name as well. So you can filter via date, for instance, or via section. It split them all into the sections as you go down the page. So that's all the search capabilities. Now I'm going to show you a few of the other parts of the system. So I'm just going to refresh this now just to make sure that we're working on a clean sheet. Easiest way to refresh is just to jump out of that screen, go back to the landing page, and then reopen it up again. So now I'm going to look at a specific client of mine in their general correspondence. We're going to look at Hill Premier, and I'm just going to look at his description name and look at this one document down here, the checkout document. So this is a Word document, and you can see on here that this is a letter to be sent out. Along the top here, that gives you a few different options that you can do with this document. So I can download it to the device that I'm on by clicking the download button, and it will download it onto that computer. I can email a link to this document. So what that means, if you click on it, it pulls up a link that you can copy and then paste into an email, so you're not sending an attachment due to GDPR. Once they receive that, they can follow the link. It will take them to a web page where I'll ask them to put their name, their company, and their email address in, and then it will let them view the document that you've sent them through the link, and they can download it from there. Also, you can jump to the client card from here into our CRM or client manager or practice manager. So you just click on there and it will take you to the client page. Because I'm an admin, I can delete from the system as well. So I can click on delete and it'll delete that item. As I say, only the admin can delete. We would normally say to have a folder called bin set up so that someone could refile, which is over here, to bin if they've filed it in here incorrectly, and then one person, the admin, could check through the bin once a week, once a month, and then delete anything that they're happy to lose off the system. This is due to auditing each document, making sure that nothing's leaving the system unless it's already had a sign off to do so. We also have merge, so this is a PDF merger built into our software. So if I highlighted this Word document and 2 PDFs and click the merge, it'll take you to a merge screen where you can save that document as all 3 documents in one document for you, and you can also, there's some tools in there to rotate pages, etc., and move them in the order that you want them. We also have publish, so I can publish this document directly to the portal. So if I click on this publish button now, it will jump us directly to the portal ready to send. I'll show you what screen it comes up to, but if you want to look at the portal and how to send documents, please watch my portal video that I created. So if I click the publish button, it'll say the selected document is being uploaded to the portal, and it'll take you to the portal ready to send that document. And that will be attached almost like you're composing an email. There we go. Also, I can rename the document from here. So rename the description of the document. I can refile it. I can launch the document. I can forward it to a colleague for them to work on or to get them to look at it. And I can check this document out to work on within the system, which I'll show you in a short while. So now we're going to look at launching this document. So if I click on launch, this takes you to our viewer. From this page, if I wanted to search within the documents, I can Control F and search, for instance, paper, and it will show you where paper is in that document. And you can click between the two, so it jumps. I get on the left-hand side here all the information about the document, about where it's saved, what its name is, when it was received, and any other parts are saved in here. Also, I can look at the audit on the document. So this will show from when the document went into the system in April, and it will show every time I've set a task against this document or someone else has, or anytime anyone's clicked on it and worked on it, it will show the full audit of that document all the way through. And you can see I've got 6 pages, 104 bits of audit against this document. You can also put notes against the document. So for your own use or for a colleague, you can put a note on there so they know what they need to do, and you just edit the note and then save it afterwards. If this was an email, which I'll show you shortly with an attachment, this is where you can launch the attachment for that email. And then we also have version control. So this document has been worked on 42 times. So there's 42 different versions, and I can jump back to the previous version by clicking on it, and you'll get a preview here, and I could then download that previous document if I needed to. There's only ever one document saved in the client's file, which is the most recent one. These are just, as I say, versions that you can go back to, but they're not sat in the client's file for you. You'd have to come into here to get them. So from here, I'm going to check this document out and work on it, and then we'll check it back in again to create a new version. So I just go on the checkout button. We have our own sheet and our own Word document built into the system. So it's not Microsoft Word or Excel, it's our own version. So once I've checked this out, it's still within the cloud. And you'll see here, if I go on home, I've got all of the normal bits you would need for a Word document, and I can create, I can change this document now to what I want to be. So hello, Zach. Once I was happy with the changes, I can go to File and Save. At this point, my colleagues can see the changes that I've made to this document, and it will have created a new version, but they wouldn't be able to check this document out and work on it because I haven't checked it back in yet because I'm not finished with it. If I went on lunch now and then came back and I found my browser had shut down, when I get back to the landing page, I'd be able to, down this left-hand side, go to checkouts, and then I can launch that checked out document again to carry on working on it. Once you're happy with the changes you've made and you want to check it back in, if it's a working document, you just click the check in button. And at this point, if we go back to search, you'll see when I go back to this document, it will have changed on the preview. Hello, Zach. And then if I launch it, you'll see there's a new version created, version 43. So if I click on version 43, you'll see that's my most recent document. Just load that up again. So if we go to versions, I can click on any of these documents and it will bring up the preview of them. So that's the one from before. And if I go on 43, that would be the one from now. And that's the one that's saved into my client's file. So if you look at an email and you wanted to check the attachment, you could launch one of the emails icons with an attachment. And as I showed you before, you can go onto that attachment tab and then you'd be able to download or view the attachment from that email. So that's how you would go for an email. Also, other things to show you on here, you'll see there's pictures down the left hand down this middle bit here. This is what's gone onto the portal. So this picture means it's been published to the portal. So it's been put up to the portal, but nothing's happened to it yet. And then this sign means that they've signed the document and it's come back to us. So that's the signature box on it. And also from here you can view what was incoming and what was outgoing by the little arrows down the side, and you've also got the link. You can link documents. This is document notes, so anything that's got notes against it will have a picture with notes, and then anything with this sign next to it would be if it's got a link for that document. Also, if we look to launch a PDF, you have annotations on a PDF. So if I click on a PDF and launch it, and I click on the document part, you'll see we've got annotations here. So you can go annotate, and I can put orange boxes over certain bits of work on a PDF. I could go on the notes on the T there and write a note against, draw a box and write a note against that bit. I can put an approved stamp over the top of it. Among other things, you can do different circles and drawings and etc. These aren't saved on the document itself, and you can delete them off, so they're not part of the actual document. They're for you and your colleagues to look at annotations over that document. If you want to delete anything, you just click the little X here once you've highlighted them, and they'll disappear. And so that's really the document management solution that I've shown you today. Thank you for watching, and please check out my other videos.